For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart.
So guys, as that intro just alluded to, it is time for me to make some changes with this YouTube channel. If I'm going to continue making content for this YouTube channel, it's time for me to change up what I am doing. So I've been planning on making this video for the past few months really, but I've never really gotten around to it as it is a huge risk for the channel. I know by making this video, I'm gonna lose a substantial following. I'm gonna lose a substantial number of subscribers. But for me, this isn't sustainable in its current format. So for those of you that have followed me from my other channel or followed this channel from the early days, you know this is just a hobby for me. This isn't really a major income source for me. And this channel, for me, is all about making content that you guys will find valuable. And in the early days, if you go and look at the back catalogue of videos on this channel, you can see there's lots of different topics covered, from business advice to personal financial advice to, we even got crypto content. There was all sorts of different topics I would cover. And then I think what happened is at the end of 2022, I did some videos around the UK housing market. They got a lot of traction. They got a lot of subscribers to the channel. And I went down this rabbit hole of enjoying the increase in views and the increase in subscribers, and also found it super interesting at that time, learning all about the intricacies of the UK housing market and the UK economy. But I think what's happened over the past year, I've got to the point where I'm literally just making content for the algorithm now. I feel like when I wake up on a Monday and I've got to make another negative video about the UK economy and house prices, it's not overly motivating, and I just can't see this being sustainable in the long term. So it's now time for me to sit back and rethink where I want to go with this channel. I'm not 100% certain where I want to go. I might just go back to kind of the eclectic mix of content videos that I used to make and just see what works and what doesn't. I might come up with a more structured plan and go down one particular avenue. But what I know for certain is that at the moment and going forward, I do not want to be making the same videos week in and week out, which basically I've been doing now for the best part of probably coming up 18 months. So I'm not saying I'm never going to make a video about the housing market again or the UK economy, but they certainly won't be on a weekly basis. So I completely understand if you're subscribed to this channel for that purpose, please unsubscribe. That's why I put the thumbnail up. It wasn't, yes, it is clickbait, I know it's clickbait, but it's also factually true. If you want to see that type of content every week, this channel isn't going to produce that. And I don't want to flood your inbox or your YouTube subscription feed with thumbnails of me making a dramatic headline about the housing market like I tend to do every week at the moment. So that's where the channel is at the moment. It's done really well, but it's also for me not sustainable going forward. So I need to change the type of content that I am making. Now, before I go on any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys that have helped the channel grow over the past year, and also the year or two before that, long before I started making housing content video. As I know there are some people that have been watching this video through all of the types of content that I produce, and they just enjoy watching my content. So thank you to all of you guys. It's very much appreciated. And also sorry to those of you that are following me and that will be unsubscribing and feel let down in any way. I am still very much on your side when it comes to my views on the housing market and house prices going down. But I want to have a break from making content about that on a weekly basis. So as things stand at the moment, I don't know what video I'm going to make next week. I may not make a video next week. I might take a few weeks off. I just don't know. But what I do know for certain in my mind is that what I've been doing for the past year or so is not what I'm going to continue doing. So I am going to be making changes. Hopefully you guys will stick around for that. If you've got any suggestions as to what topics I should cover, pop them in the comments below, or come and follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link to my Twitter account in the pinned top comment. And maybe you guys have got some ideas you want me to look at, and I can see if I can offer any value and produce content around that. If not, I'll just wake up on a Monday morning, see what comes to mind, and hopefully produce content that you guys will find valuable. So just to end this video, thank you again to everyone that has helped the channel grow. Thank you to everyone that is watching at the moment. Hopefully you'll join me as this journey continues, even if the future is uncertain at this stage.